putting on muscle can be annoyingly slow. But in today's video, I'm gonna share with you my key points. I'm also bulking up right now. I want to put on muscle and we're gonna go into this together. The goal when we are bulking up is to grow the muscle mass overall, increase the strength, and hopefully improve our weak points. There are a few key elements that we need to pay attention to in order to have a successful bulk and not turn out to be just a weight gain, a fat gain, and after we cut, we look the same. So let's just dive straight into it. Point number one, caloric surplus. I was about to say deficit. So not a deficit, a caloric surplus. We have to eat. We have to eat in a surplus. We have to make sure that we are between 300 and 500 calories surplus. To do so, you have to establish your caloric maintenance and after that to add those 300, 500 calories extra. We just have to take this out of the way. There's absolutely no way, there's no chance to increase the strength, to increase the muscle mass without being in a caloric surplus. You have to have a caloric surplus in order to be stronger, to put on muscle mass. Yes, you can do a body recomposition when you're at maintenance, but if you really want to bulk up, if you really want to put on size, you have to eat more. In order to do so, you have to count your calories, you have to know where you're standing every day. If you're eating the same thing every day, yeah, you don't have to put in the app or to count everything every day, but you have to measure, make sure that you have the same amount of meals and the same weight as food-wise, then you know that you stand in the same calories, the same macros. But you have to know how much you eat, how many calories you have, what macros do you have, and to make sure that the macros are also in line with your goal. Therefore, I always recommend the macros to look something like this, between 2 and 2.5 grams of protein per body weight, maximum 1 gram of fat, maybe a little bit more, 1.1, 1.2 max, and obviously the carbs, they will have to be very high. My situation right now, as from today, I increased my calories to 4,400 calories. I'm 96 kilograms, which is 212 pounds, I believe. Therefore, my macros are looking like this: 240 grams of protein, 110, 150 grams of fat, and 600 grams of carbs. So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of carbs. Now, if you know your calories, if you know your macros, what's left to do is to eat them and just make sure that you don't miss any meal. You cannot have 6 meals a day in a normal day and be in a surplus, and then one day it's like, yeah, today I just only have 5, then I have a good day again, 2 good days, and so on. You cannot just go back and forth. You have to have every single day in a surplus. This means meal prepping, this means planning everything in advance, make sure that you have the foods at home that you have to do. If you have to do groceries, you have to do them in advance and have everything prepared. Cook in bulk, this is the easiest way. You just take out of the fridge, you heat it up and you eat. Don't try to go into the day and like, oh, what should I eat today? Do I have everything? Should I go to the groceries? No, you have to know exactly, okay, as for now until Wednesday or whatever, 3-4 days in advance, I have everything. So caloric surplus every day, good macros. Enough talk about nutrition. If you want to know more, you can find in my channel or up here, they're gonna pop up some nutrition videos. Now we need to talk about workout. First things first about the workouts is frequency. Now my main goal is to grow, obviously overall, I want to be bigger, but I want to pick up my weak muscle groups. Therefore, I have to make sure that I hit them enough times per week, and after they are recovered, I can train them again. I'm not waiting like a week to train them again. My legs are fine, are big enough. I love training them, but I only train them once a week. The chest and back, yes, I want to grow them. I want to make them bigger. I train them twice. But then I have weaker muscle groups like arms and shoulders that I would like to improve. Therefore, I train them 3 times a week. These type of muscle groups that are smaller, they are recovering faster. You can absolutely kill them inside a gym, train them really hard, but after maximum 48 hours, they are good to go. So make sure you increase the frequency. Don't just train, for example, shoulders once a week and then you're gonna wait for so many hours that are wasted. You know, you can easily incorporate them in another workout and hit them again if you want to improve your shoulders. So make your split in such a way that your weaker muscle groups are hit more frequent. Good. Point number 3, strength. If you want to grow your muscle mass, you have to stimulate that muscle in order to make a change. If you're not making a stimulus heavy enough, hard enough, the muscle doesn't have to adapt. So if you go all the time inside a gym and you do the same exercise with the same reps, the same weight, even though it's hard, yeah, and you're challenged, but you're not pushing over that, the muscle doesn't have a reason to adapt. It already adapted to what you're doing, so it has no reason to grow. Therefore, you have to find 1 rep extra, 1 kilogram extra, 1 pound extra. Try with every workout, especially because you have calories, that will help you to just push the limit a little bit, increase the weight, increase the reps a little bit. This is how eventually the muscle will adapt. Give them a reason. To make it more clear, let me just give you an example. Let's say that on the barbell, on the flat bench press, you're doing with 100 kilograms, right? 220 pounds. And you manage to do 5 reps. The next time you're gonna train them, the goal will be 6 reps. Try, maybe the following week is still 6 reps, but try to write it down, and every single time try 1 more rep, until you eventually reach 10 reps, alone, without a spotter. Now it's time to move on. I will move to 105 kilograms, which is 230 pounds. So obviously the reps will decrease, maybe I will manage just 5 again or 6. Then again, build up the reps, and so on. So the reps will dictate the weights. If you write down your workout, your reps, you will know next time what you have to do, what weights, the amount of reps, and you will always have a constant competition with yourself. In the app that I use for my online coaching, you can log in your reps, you can log in your weight, and you can also see the exercise history. So it's really good that you can find where you are, and you can also see like an evolution. Where are you standing? So make sure that in this period of bulking, you will see increase in strength as well. Point number 4, deload. Now everything looks nice, you're eating more, you're getting stronger, the frequency is higher, the workouts are going great, but at a certain point you might feel that you're stagnating. Something is not going well, the reps are not going up, maybe even going lower, and you don't know what's happening. Now is the moment, the perfect moment to have a deload week or even 2 weeks. If everything works well, don't change, keep going. But if you see this type of things, think about deloading, meaning that you will reduce the volume. So instead of 4 sets, just do 2 or 3 sets. If you normally do 4 sets of leg extensions, just do 2 sets of leg extensions. Yes, make sure that you use the same amount of weight, the same reps that are maximum reps, but don't kill yourself with 4 sets, just do 2. This way your central nervous system will be better, will have time to recover, and you will feel way better, because after a few weeks you might feel that, man, I'm exhausted, I'm sleeping 8 hours, I think I'm recovering well, I'm eating well, but I'm completely exhausted. Well, that's the time, that's your body and your CNS telling you that, hey, just remove the foot from acceleration a little bit, let me recover, and then we are good to go again. Talking about sleep and recovery, let's go to point number 5, sleep and recovery. Sleep, obviously, minimum 7 hours, ideal 8. If you can more than 8, just go for it. Now, obviously, if we are having our jobs, if we are having family, we have other things, we might not be able to sleep that much, but the goal is to recover from the heavy workouts. The goal is to recover the CNS, to make sure that the body and the muscles are ready for the next session. Therefore, a minimum of 7 hours, it's advised. In my case, I'm trying 7.5. Sometimes I manage 8. If it happens that I don't fall asleep for certain reasons and I go below 7 hours, then I'm trying the next day to take a nap. We should not forget that inside the gym we are stimulating the muscle. We are giving the muscle a reason to adapt, a reason to recover. But the muscle recovers during sleep, the muscle recovers when we are at home and we are eating. It's not in the gym that the muscle will grow. So don't take this advice softly. Make sure you sleep very well. Don't spend your nights doing other things like playing video games or watching TV or spending your time on your phone. It has nothing beneficial. Just go to sleep, recover fully, and then you're gonna see way better results. As part of recovery, I always recommend some supplements like creatine, vitamin D3, vitamin C, zinc, magnesium, and so on, fish oil. These are great supplements that you can take all year round. So as you can see, in theory, it's not that hard. Just eating caloric surplus, make sure that the macros are there, increase the frequency of your weaker muscle groups, push yourself, make sure that the strength increases, have a deload from time to time after a few weeks, 5, 6, 8 weeks, have a deload, and make sure that you rest and recover well. Guys, again, like I said in my previous videos, if you need my help, you can check the link in the description below. I can offer you online coaching. I can create the workout nutrition plan for you. Up here, you can also find some other videos of mine that may help. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons. Thanks again for watching, guys, and see you next time. Ciao.